A couple of months ago, and she said, would you mind coming out and joining us for this event? She said, we would like for you to be our keynote speaker. And I said, all right, so yes, the first answer is yes, the work that you do is important. I'm so impressed with this organization. I said, but second thing is, tell me what you mean by keynote. Because in my world of public speaking, keynote usually means about an hour after dinner. And for big corporate events, kind of that's what people expect. Well, Louise had to pick her up off of the floor because apparently she passed out when I told her that. And she's so nice that she tried to come back at me and say, well, that would be nice. Could you do it in like 10? Could you do it in 10 minutes? I said, I am happy to be there with you, and I will do it in 1 minute if you'd like. So thanks for having me tonight. Good night, everyone. Is he done? I might win an award. You know, if I quit right now, would you give me an award? Let's hear it if you give me an award. I just quit. Well, listen, I started thinking about the year and a half we've all had and how great it is to sit together with our masks off, be able to eat and drink and enjoy, because it's been a tough one. And when you think about what we're dealing with today with floods and hurricanes and political divide and tornadoes and, oh yeah, and COVID, it's pretty tough. I mean, the Smith Center, this half of the group, of the room is doing fantastic. I'd like to thank you all. Hi, guys. No, we're not doing that. Sorry, we're not doing that. It's been over 500 days since the Smith Center has been closed. And through this period, we have had one light on our stage. We call it our ghost light. And that light is there to protect the stage. It's there to keep us safe. But it's never, ever, ever intended to burn for that long. We can't wait to reopen, and we are making those plans to reopen starting in September. And we look forward to welcoming them. When I say it was tough, we had to cancel 500 shows. Think about that. Booking 500 shows is hard. Getting lawyers to let you cancel 500 shows is nearly impossible. Some of those we rebooked, and some of those we rebooked again because our timeline kept getting pushed further and further out. As we start to look at our 10th anniversary, which is coming up in March, I can tell you that opening the Smith Center was hard. And you all know the Smith Center was a $470 million project that opened on time and on budget and without debt. We're proud of that. It was hard. But reopening the Smith Center right now is 10 times harder because of everything that's going on. I can't stand here right now and tell everyone exactly what's going to happen when we reopen. Will we require masks? I think so. Will we, like the Raiders and AEG Live and Live Nation and all the other concert promoters, require people to be vaccinated? Maybe. We just want to open, man. We just want to bring you back and see good shows and have you have happy neighbors and friends. So I thought how great it would be to be in this room with friends tonight, and how great it would be to be here on the first night that this organization gets to celebrate their great work. So let's hear it for Golden State. So all of this got me thinking. The year we've had, all of us, the collective year we've had, I started thinking, boy, what a different world we would be in today if each and every one of us were just a little more like our golden retrievers. Right? Right? Just a little. Seriously, think about how we could reduce stress. People love Goldens. People smile when these dogs walk in the room. The experience we had with these 4 dogs when we walked in, right? Who's seen the Subaru commercial with the Golden Retriever driving? Right? I've never owned a Subaru, but I'm gonna buy one for the commercial. With the little puppy in the back of the baby seat, right? Go woo woo. Right? People love their Goldens, and I like to think that we could be a little more like them, just a little bit. Now, this group, I think we can agree, does a great job, right? Right? This friend of mine often says that projects like this are a lot easier not to do than they are to do. And Sheila, when I think about what you and your team and these amazing board members that you have done, nobody gets paid. Costs them money to do this. They do it because they love it. They do it because they choose to do rather than not. It takes special people. It takes special people to want to do something because they're passionate about it and they care. It can be easy to stay at home and eat bonbons, drink your husband's Samba latte coffee. But this group decides that they want to go out of their way to help others. Here's the thing. I don't think Sheila or anyone in this room probably completely understands what you do. Here's what I mean. And we get the part that you rescue these beautiful animals and you bring them to Las Vegas. And you bring joy for all of us in the lobby right here at Dragon Ridge. I think the part that none of us quite understand is the work that you all are doing. Rescues dogs, yeah. But you're rescuing people. Think about that one animal that comes home and changes someone's life. Think about the last year and a half we've had. And for those of you who have Goldens and dogs at home, think about this last year without that companionship and that love. And think about the families of that forever home and their neighbors, their friends, and think about somebody that's just at a stoplight next to you who sees that smiling golden retriever in your car and it brings a smile to their faces. Sheila and all of you, I want you to know that you're doing much more than you probably realize. Because you are saving dogs, changing the lives of people at the same time. Said a minute ago, how great it would be if each of us were a little bit more like a golden retriever. I don't mean that I expect any of us to wag our tails, right? Or to play ball with each other. Although that might be fun too. But if each of us practiced just a little bit of a random act of kindness retriever would. When you walk into a room, you come home for the day, and that golden greets you with a smile and a wagging tail. Couldn't be happier to see you. You could go out for 5 minutes, and when you come back, it's like you've been gone all day. Right? If we practice a little act of kindness the way these dogs do, imagine the world we would live in. Little things. Look, we can open the door for somebody we don't know, right? We can smile at someone. We can greet them. We can say hello. Wag her tail. Maybe Luis, I'm going to apologize because when I wrote this, I was thinking about something completely different. But what I wrote was, maybe we pay for the Starbucks guy behind us in line at the drive-thru. What I meant was, maybe we pay, for the guy behind us in the drive-thru at some place. Or we go to Samba Latte and we buy someone a cup of coffee. Right? So when we do these little things, I say we're unleashing our inner Goldens. And now's the time when we need that more than ever, right? I mean, during these stressful times, we all could use just a little bit of a tail wag. I will tell you, there was a long period where when we shut down the Smith Center, when we laid off 160 people, most of us that were left to take care of the building and the institution worked from home a lot. It was tough knowing that I had to let go all those people. It was tough knowing that we had to cancel all those shows. It was tough not being able to get out in the community and see our friends and go to dinners. Having my little puppy at home for the last year and a half made it a lot easier. Sometimes not so easy when I was on a Zoom call. But other than that, having that dog at home was really special. So when I say little acts of kindness, has anyone randomly paid for someone else's dinner that you didn't know before? Yes, police officers, thank you for that. If you haven't, I will tell you, just before COVID, I was at one of my favorite restaurants in New York, and these two ladies came and sat right next to me, and as you can imagine in New York, tables are really close together. I'm sitting here, and they're sitting right next to me, and the two of them spent most of their time talking about looking for work. They were both unemployed, and that this was a big night out for them. It wasn't a fancy restaurant, it was a restaurant. But this was a big night out for them, and they talked about whether or not they should get the margarita because it was on the happy hour menu and it wasn't all that expensive, and whether or not they might share the nachos. It was that kind of conversation. So without them knowing it, when my check came, I asked them to bring their check. And I paid for both, and I left. I never got to see the expression on their faces, but I will tell you, that ignited the golden in me. And from that night on, I do it all the time. So I'm here tonight to say congratulations to this amazing organization. I'm here to challenge all of us as we go back out into the world. Think about putting a little golden into our lives, helping out someone we don't know, doing the right thing. Nothing feels better than helping someone out. I hope you will do it. I encourage you to do just that. And when you do, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will think about this night at Dragon Ridge Country Club. I hope you will think about this amazing organization as you put a little golden into your life. Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.